Today, we will talk about acids in organic chemistry, and we will start with the first modern definition of acids, Arrhenius acids. Commonly, it is accepted that a compound is an Arrhenius acid if it liberates hydrogen ions as H plus in water. In the next step, these H plus ions combine with water molecules to form hydronium ions. The two steps can be summarized to say that Arrhenius acids are compounds that form hydronium ions provided water is the solvent. A Bronsted acid HA is a proton donor with proton in this context a hydrogen ion H plus in any aqueous solvent. In the example shown here, HNO3 splits in aqueous ammonia to liberate H plus and NO3 minus ions. The loss of a proton results in the formation of the conjugate base of the acid NO3 minus. So the conjugate base are those species that donated a proton in step 1, acquired a negative charge due to the bond breakage, and in the future steps can accept a proton. Conversely, the acquisition of a proton by a base, here NH3, results in the formation of its conjugate acid NH4+. So Bronsted and Lowry expanded on the Arrhenius definitions, defining acids as proton donors and bases as proton acceptors. They also introduced the concept of conjugate acid-base pair. An acid is a strong acid if it effectively and fully deprotonates in a solution, whereas a weak acid is only partially deprotonated at normal concentrations. This acid strength is measured in dissociation constant Ka. Strong acids having higher Ka values reflecting higher hydrogen ion concentrations. For a weak acid, the acidity constant Ka has a value of less than 1. G. N. Lewis further expanded the scope and defined acids from the perspective of the electrons. A Lewis acid is an electron pair acceptor. Therefore, a base is an electron pair donor. When they both combine, an adduct or an acid-base complex is formed. This definition also brought within its scope the standard Bronsted-Lowry acid-base reactions. A Bronsted-Lowry acid must donate a proton, which means it has an electron deficient site capable of accepting an electron pair, making it a type of Lewis acid. The formation of conjugate acid proves just that. In addition to Lowry Bronsted acids, Lewis acids include transition metal ions, central atoms with incomplete octets, and central atoms with available extra d orbitals to accommodate an incoming electron pair. Hard acids and soft acids are some of the terms associated with Lewis acids. It is important to realize that hard-soft considerations have nothing to do with the acid and base strength. An acid or a base may be hard or soft and also be either weak or strong. A hard and soft acid is indicative of its polarizability, that is, its innate ability to undergo electron cloud distortions under a set of applied conditions and therefore form temporary dipoles. Hard acids and bases are small, compact, and non-polarizable, like in Li+, K+, and Mg2+. Soft acids are larger and have more diffuse distribution of electrons, like in copper+, silver+, and mercuric ion. This polarizability of Lewis acid plays a role in its reactivity and with which species it associates in reactions. A hard Lewis acids tend to bond strongly to a hard base. A soft Lewis acid is a Lewis acid that tends to bond strongly to a soft base. Hard acid hard base combinations are predominantly ionic, whereas soft acid soft base combinations are largely covalent. So in this video, we covered basic vocabulary related to acids including Lewis, Bronsted-Lowry, and Arrhenius acids. We also saw how the strength of an acid is measured using Ka values. Try to understand what a conjugate acid-base pair is and touched on polarizability and the hard soft acid base concept. Learning about acids and bases is crucial to understanding reactivity in organic chemistry. Beyond organic chemistry, they are essential in digestion, blood pH, and everyday products like cleaners, antacids, foods, and fertilizers. Acids and many more topics are part of Curly Arrow's concept guide. Head straight to curlyarrows.com for more concepts like this.